Bienvenidos a Tren de Complicidad Show, gracias por estar con nosotros y hoy vamos a presentarles, ¿qué creen? Una entrevista con una organización que ayuda a niñas, adolescentes a ser mejores, a superarse a ellas mismas, sobre todo a ser la CEO de su propia vida. Toman el control de sus vidas desde temprana edad, bien preparadas y orientadas. Así que vamos a estar platicando con Natalie Maniscalco. Además tendremos, ¿qué creen? Deportes y mucho más aquí en Adriana y Complicidad Show, que comienza así. Adriana en Complicidad. Gracias por continuar con nosotros y bueno, antes de irnos directamente con nuestra entrevista con The Wondergirls, esta organización que ayuda a empoderar a las niñas adolescentes, bueno, vamos a irnos en estos momentos con los que están bien empoderados ya y quienes no paran en el mundo de los deportes y es Elizabeth PAZMIñO quien nos tiene toda la información.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a un nuevo segmento de deportes y les tengo algunas novedades interesantísimas y empecemos hablando de Sergio Perez, que en el pasado 24 de julio compitió en el Gran Premio de Francia. No logró conseguir podio, quedó en cuarto lugar de la posición, pero ha anunciado algo realmente importantísimo y es que Sergio Perez no solamente quiere incursionar en la Fórmula 1 y ganar las carreras, sino que también ahora ha decidido que va a competir en el agua. Tendrá su propio equipo de Fórmula E1. ¿Qué es la Fórmula E1? Se preguntarán ustedes. Miren a continuación este reportaje y vamos a conocer en qué es lo que ahora quiere meterse y quiere incursionar el Checo Pérez. 24 pilotos, 12 equipos y 10 locaciones es lo que ofrece la serie E1. ¿Pero de qué se trata? Es el primer campeonato de botes de carreras eléctricos seleccionado por la Unión Internacional Motonáutica, el organismo rector mundial de la navegación motora. E1 tiene una licencia exclusiva para promover una serie de carreras en el agua alimentada únicamente por la electricidad. Y continuamos con el mundo del deporte y es que se acabó julio, el primer semestre del 2022 ha terminado y las competiciones, recuerden ustedes, hablando de fútbol, tienen que terminar antes. Tienen que reformular todo en este año porque se viene el Mundial. Así que revisamos la tabla de posiciones. ¿Cómo va el Houston Dynamo? ¿Cómo está la MLS hasta este momento? ¿Y quiénes están primeros? ¿Y qué le falta al equipo de la Ciudad Espacial para lograr conseguir ese tan anhelado puesto en la tabla de la MLS? En la conferencia oeste, en primer lugar, se encuentran Los Ángeles FC, con la reciente participación y debut de Gareth Bale. Tiene 45 puntos. Mientras que en segundo lugar está Austin con 41 unidades, Minnesota en tercer lugar con 34 unidades y en cuarto lugar Real Salt Lake con 33 puntos. Mientras que en la conferencia este, en primer lugar de la tabla se encuentra Filadelfia con 42 unidades y le sigue New York City con 41 puntos. Y hablemos también de los Astros, por supuesto, porque siguen jugando el equipo que mejor ha representado a Houston, el que mejor está en los deportes, por supuesto, también en esta ciudad. ¿Cuáles son los próximos partidos para este fin de semana? Este fin de semana los Astros volverán a encontrarse con Mariners. Recordemos que en los últimos 3 partidos anteriores, los Astros fueron superiores a este equipo y tendrán nuevamente la posibilidad de jugar 4 partidos en seguidilla para así sellar el triunfo definitivo y volver a encontrarse con los Red Sox la próxima semana. Y con esto cerramos el segmento de deportes. Recuerden que todavía hay muchas actividades en la ciudad, en los parques, a los que les gusta hacer yoga, ejercicio, bueno, cerca de su localidad, siempre van a encontrar una actividad para hacer el fin de semana. Nosotros nos comprometemos a compartirles algunas de las actividades que pueden ustedes encontrar en Houston. Estén pendientes a partir de la próxima semana y también, por supuesto, le pondremos ojo a Qatar, porque cada vez falta menos para que la pelota ruede en este país. Hasta la próxima.
Gracias, Elizabeth. Y bueno, vamos a hacer nosotros una breve pausa y al regresar platicaremos nada menos que con la fundadora de esta organización, The Wonder Girl, que además Natalia es una mujer que es dueña de su propia compañía, que es publicista, que tiene una preparación que le ayuda y le suma a cada una de las chicas con las que platica y tiene contacto, y además ella es quien se hace cargo de seleccionar también los programas en los que nuestras adolescentes van a poder participar para que puedan educarse y puedan ser sus propias CEO de su propia vida. Pero eso va a suceder al regresar aquí en Adriana en Complicidad Show.
Adriana en complicidad.
Cada 60 segundos, no uno, sino 2 niños son víctimas de la trata. Y cada 30 segundos, uno se ve obligado a explotar.
Today we launch Goya Cares.
Goya Cares está comprometido a apoyar a víctimas y vencedores de tráfico y abuso. Para recuperar, restaurar, volver a conectar y para hacer brillar la luz que bloqueará el tráfico. Y visite blocktraffic.org.
La Cámara de Comercio Hispana de Houston trabaja como defensor regional y vela por los intereses económicos y cívicos de la comunidad hispana empresarial. Busca asistir a sus miembros a través de una amplia gama de iniciativas, eventos y programación. A través de esos esfuerzos, la Cámara ofrece a la comunidad de negocios los recursos necesarios para construir exitosos emprendimientos. Para más información, por favor, visítenos en el www.houstonhispanicchamber.com.
Adriana en complicidad.
Y bueno, estamos en Adriana en Complicidad haciendo un enlace en estos momentos con Natalie Maniscalco.
Maniscalco, yes.
Yes, I pronounce it correctly.
Yes, good one.
Y sobre una organización de niñas en particular que quiero compartir con ustedes, cómplices, porque es importantísimo que le pongamos un poco de más atención a nuestros adolescentes. Y es justo Wondergirl. ¿Y por qué Wondergirl? Porque todas las niñas son maravillosas. ¿Y quién mejor que su fundadora y que es creadora de esta organización que nos explique la misión justo de Wondergirl? ¿Cómo estás, Natalie?
Bien, muy bien, gracias. I'm going to speak in English, but thank you so much. That was a wonderful introduction, and I'm so excited to be here. I am the co-founder of Wondergirls, along with Irene Zervudis, who is a super mom of 3 teenage girls.
Wow.
She's amazing too, and we started this organization almost 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, and the mission is to really build confidence, leadership, community, and business skills for girls in middle school and in high school. And because of the pandemic, the effects of the pandemic, the effects of social media, we're seeing a lot of girls affected by this lack of confidence and self-esteem in who they are. And as you know, as a confident woman, it's so important to be able to create that foundation when we're young, so that when we grow older into young women, we're able to be successful and feel confident in who we are and what we want to do in life.
Can you believe now our teenagers really have too many information in their hands, and sometimes that information is not the time today have it. I don't know, but in my time, my childhood, I remember like the teenager, I'm still playing, you know. We don't have the mobile phones yet. We don't have all the social media information came through to them. We don't have YouTube. I don't want to continue saying what we don't have, because I don't want you think I'm really old, but it's like in the 80s. But what in my point here is we developed that confidence with years,
Right.
because we went to school. We don't care about too much about the bullying. We know it's more about culture or playing,
Right.
you know, it's strong. But at this time, it's very important to separate that. It's not like the old times. What do you think are the 3 topics are more the more issues with our girls? In which
Sure.
3 points we really affect our teens when they receive that information, or when they feel somebody's attack them in the social world?
Right, right. Yeah. I mean, so social media is here to stay, right? It doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. So it's really important to teach our girls the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So there are obviously good ways to use social media, and there are also bad ways to use social media, and also to be very mindful of the way social media affects your mind. And that's really important. So as adults, we sometimes can get sucked into social media as well, but as an adult, we can justify what we're feeling, or we can be conscious of what we're feeling, and then say, you know what, I think it's time to take a break and move on from using social media, or even hiding certain content that we don't want to follow because we feel like it's affecting us in some way. So it's really important to teach our girls, because we do live in a very digital world, and that's not going away, is to learn how to use it properly and to really understand how it affects them on an emotional level. Is it affecting your sleep? Is it affecting the way you feel about yourself? Is someone else's post making you feel badly about yourself, right? So it's important to then be very open, have an open conversation with our kids, so that they understand the way social media is making them feel, and then they can take charge. So that's where the leadership skills comes in. Take charge in being able to say, you know what, I need a break from social media, or instead of being on social media, I'm going to hang out with a friend who's not so obsessed with social media as well. And that way they can start developing emotional skills, be responsible for what they are doing for their own lives, instead of like mom and dad saying, get off social media, get off the phone. Because the reality is we're all addicted to our phone constantly. I mean, if you sit and watch people walk by, it's like everyone's going like that throughout the streets, throughout restaurants, everywhere. So it is a big part of our world. It's just teaching our girls how to use it responsibly, and really understand how it's affecting their growth and their development, and especially their self-esteem.
Adriana en complicidad.
Bienvenidos a Beck & Maston.
Yo y mis compañeros estamos esperando aquí para que tú vengas a entrenar tu carro nuevo, y tenemos muchos planes de financiamiento para ustedes.
¿Sabías que puedes traer tu vehículo a Beck & Maston sin importar si lo hayas comprado acá? Pues sí, lo puedes traer. Le podemos hacer servicio, cualquier reparación mecánica, cambio de aceite. Solamente llámanos y haz una cita con nosotros y te ayudaremos.
Llámenos y contestaremos en su idioma.
Houston, prepárate a recibir la puerta de entrada a tu inversión en la Unión Americana. Puerta Verde.
Puerta Verde es un desarrollo inmobiliario diseñado para albergar a 52 productores de frutas, verduras y secos en un layout moderno y bajo las más altas tecnologías. Por un lado, se beneficia el productor al monetarizar el 100% de su producción, y por otro lado, el consumidor se beneficia al tener todo el abanico de oportunidades para adquirir productos de la mejor calidad. Nuestro proyecto radica en tener 2 centros de distribución en Houston, uno en Dallas, uno en San Antonio, uno en Austin. Puerta Verde es la respuesta de los productores mexicanos al nuevo entorno económico y al nuevo Tratado de Libre Comercio.
Llega a Houston, Puerta Verde. Espérala próximamente.
Cómplices, les estoy dando la bienvenida a mi fuente de la juventud, a mi marido, que ya se dio la vuelta, no me quería acompañar. Pero ahora aquí le voy a mostrar mi verdadera realidad. Soy bella orgánicamente gracias al doctor Germán igual. Dice que va a salir corriendo porque no quiere ver cómo me ponen el botox. Pero pues ya urge. Llegó el momento de la verdad. Adiós, arrugas. Y listo, eso es todo, cómplices. ¿Ya ven? Se demora usted más en pensarlo que en hacerlo. Y claro, queda así como que inflamadito, pero ahorita te pone hielito y listo. Miren nada más. Premio, más 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 premio. Por eso es que tienen que venir aquí con el doctor Germán Newell. Nos vemos en la siguiente. En 6 meses, ¿verdad?
Así es.
Listo. Véngase ya con el doctor Germán Newell. Mi cuenta de la juventud.
It's not only social media, because everybody attacks social media, but really it's because we don't know to use that. Because
Right.
it's a powerful tool. I love social media. Okay,
Right.
I'm always no protect the social media, but in my point is what it depends about what you want to see there.
Right.
But then
Right.
they don't know. They are young and they want to see what the friends are doing, or the
Right.
friends are watching too. But in this point, like it's not only about social media, it's about culture, it's about the new era with change, about diversity, about inclusion, and why and how Wonder Girl help the girls.
Sure.
How really your organization help these teens?
So we have an educational program that we offer to schools, and it's an after-school program where the girls come to learn. And we have about 30 to 50 women that the girls meet. They're all professional women from all different cultures, all different industries. And we take them through a specific curriculum that focuses on building their confidence, then going into leadership. And when we talk about leadership, it's not just about being a leader in their community, about being a leader in their school, but being what we say, the CEO of your own life, right? Being able to be responsible enough to start taking charge of your own life. We're not saying don't listen to your parents, but what we are saying that it's time as you get into, you know, the end of middle school and you start going into high school, that it's important that you develop the life skills that you need in order to take that next step after high school, whether you go to college or you start working or you go into a trade school. So being a leader of your own life is very important and a core mission of our program. And then we talk about community. So community is about the community and the network of girls that we bring together. We also bring a network of amazing, incredible women like yourself to be a part of our mentorship program, to be a speaker, to be a volunteer, to really be able to support our girls and their growth. And then also the community that we extend into our local neighborhoods. So every month we do a community service and a volunteer day where the girls we partner with different nonprofit organizations, and the girls get to see what's going on in their own neighborhood. You know, sometimes teens tend to live in like their own bubble, right? They get everything they need from their parents, they go back and forth to school, but sometimes they don't realize that in their own backyard, there are people that can't afford to put food on their table. So we are teaching the girls to open up their eyes and to be caring and thoughtful leaders and to be able to help people who are less fortunate. So that's a great experience, and that also helps them to build confidence. When you're doing something good for someone else, you feel in turn very good about yourself. And we're there to, you know, push that concept and really get them to feel good about what they're doing and really helping the community and seeing the difference that they make. And then, of course, supporting each other as girls, right? That's a big thing. So we do talk about bullying. We do talk about, are you the girl that's going to stand up for another girl? Are you the girl that's going to say to another girl, hey, do you have anyone to sit at during lunch? Why don't you come hang out with me? Or, hey, do you need any help? Let me help you. So those are the type of things that we teach our girls. And in turn, they embrace that and they start to naturally do that on their own, which is really wonderful and beautiful to see. And then for our older girls, we go into professional development skills. So we teach them business skills that they're going to need no matter what type of career they're going into, from professional etiquette. We do dressing for success. We do public speaking. They learn how to build a resume. They learn how to go on interviews. They learn how to communicate, whether it's in person, on the phone, or even through email. How do we communicate now, which is another thing, like digitally? Is it okay to text people, right? So CEOs and media people and everyone's texting. It doesn't, back a couple of years ago, I would never have texted a reporter or anyone or even a client, but now that's okay, right? So they need to understand, how do we communicate with each other? So these are things that we teach. And as I mentioned, we bring in women like yourself and so many different women from all over who are just absolutely amazing, and they get to teach and empower and really lead these girls to feel like just amazing at the end of the program. So it's really exciting to see their transformation.
Adriana en complicidad.
Bienvenidos a Beck Maston.
Hola amigos, les saluda Jorge Gómez desde Beck Maston, donde tenemos la gran variedad de vehículos. Tenemos vehículos nuevos, usados y certificados, con más de 1000 vehículos disponibles. Usted vaya a beckmaster.com, va a ver desde la comodidad de su hogar, desde su celular, desde su trabajo, toda nuestra gran gama de inventario. Financiamiento, tenemos todos los bancos disponibles para usted, sin importar cómo se encuentre su crédito. ¿Tiene usted un intercambio? Tráigalo, nosotros se lo recibimos, no importa en qué condiciones lo tenga. Además, si usted quiere vendernos el vehículo sin comprar uno, nosotros se lo compramos. Vamos a darle el dinero máximo por él. Así que beckmaster.com, su servidor Jorge Gómez, estamos para servirle.
No digan nada, porque me toca cocinar a mí, cómplices. Entonces, pues sí, no me queda nada. Nada me queda sabroso si no uso productos Goya. Así que, ¡tarán!, al rescate. Y saben que es lo mejor, que hago como que voy a usar la estufa, pero puedo utilizar el microondas con este arroz delicioso amarillo bien mexicano de Goya, porque si es Goya, tiene que ser bueno.
Bienvenidos cómplices a su segmento de belleza. Bueno, el día de hoy vamos a presentar un maquillaje, el maquillaje para nuestra amiga Hailey. Para ella, bueno, tiene una piel brillante, no necesita de mucho, es muy bella. Entonces lo que vamos a hacer es que solamente vamos a agregar un poquito de sombra a lo que son sus ojos y para que podamos hacer un cambio de look. Bueno, vamos a aplicar en esto una sombra en tonos completamente un poquito morados. Pues bueno, es el look del día de hoy. Algo suave, difuminar los ojos completamente para que, bueno, abra el ojo. Ya con la pestaña grande ya se le mira un poquito el ojo más grande. Ahora con la sombra, bueno, pues ahora sí que completamente queda bello el ojo abierto. Sobre esto vamos a echar un poquito de color en lápiz en la ceja para darle un poquito más de forma. Al terminar esto, bueno, podemos solamente acabar con un rosado de rubor y eso, bueno, le va a dar un poquito más de color. Y los labios los mantuvimos completamente naturales con un rosado suave y este look le queda fantástico. Atrévanse a usar colores diferentes y colores que están fuera de su zona de confort para que, bueno, puedan tratar y lucir espectacular. Bueno, estos fueron los consejos de belleza en el día de hoy. No se olviden de seguirme en las redes sociales, arelifonseca.com, mi Instagram, arelifonsecahtx.
I'm excited because this sounds like when you mention that and explain a little bit, I say, oh my gosh, why we don't have that in my times?
Yes,
How
I
many
know.
time, I will save because we spend a lot of time learning by
Yes,
our mistakes.
right,
Nobody, maybe only the teacher maybe help you with the school, but nobody help you like for interviews. Not only
right,
work interviews, you always are in work interview.
right.
Like all the dress like success and this is in Spanish and in English, or how you work with that? Because what I assume is
Yeah.
these classes are around the world. It's
Well, that's the goal. So right now we're based in New York and New Jersey in person, but we are looking to expand in other states, and to hire program coordinators and directors who can facilitate this program in different locations and in different schools. But we do have a virtual program which we offer nationally. It's obviously not as impactful because you're not in person and you don't get to meet people in person, but it's still just as great. It's amazing content. We have all different types of women, and we teach the girls different curriculum that we teach from the in-person. But we create this space and this environment for girls to be open and to be able to talk about whatever it is that affects women in any way. And I mean, we even go into talking about sexual harassment in the workplace, or if you're a woman that wants to be married and have children, how does that affect your career? Which is a big thing. I think that, in our society, it's like everyone is supposed to be this superwoman. Everyone's supposed to have the career and the looks and the best body after they have 3 kids, and then, and then also be the super mom. But the reality is, and I think it was, Michelle Obama who said, you can have it all, but just not all at once, right? And that's the truth. It's just like they have to understand that certain times in your life goes with certain things. And if you are a very career-driven type of person, you want a high-powered, high-level leadership job, there are sacrifices in your personal life that you do have to make at the same time, right? So that's something that we talk about, and just, they get to meet women who have done that, who have taken a break from their career and have had children, and then they come back to their career. So it's really wonderful for them to hear all these different perspectives and life experiences that they're not going to be able to be exposed to on an everyday basis. So it's been a wonderful and amazing program, and we're just so excited to continue to expand. And of course, we hope to have it in Texas one day.
Oh yes, oh yes. And is there any cost on how the girls can enroll in these programs, or the mothers enroll the girls?
Sure. So the virtual program is actually completely free, and it is open to educators, to parents, and teen girls. So it's once a month, and every month I would say the best thing to do is to sign up for our newsletter so you stay up to date. And you just go to wondergirlsusa.org, and they can sign up for the newsletter, and then they'll get notifications of when our next virtual workshop is. So that's completely free. There is a cost to schools. So if schools do decide to want to bring in the program, there are certain fees that the school generally has to cover in order for us to do the program for the full year. And then depending on the location, so for New York and New Jersey, we are offering a program for teens that anyone can go to. So whatever school that they go to, it's sort of like our community, our Wondergirls community program. This is a great opportunity because then you get to meet girls from all different schools. And that's actually a very minimal fee. It's $99. It's for the whole year. Everyone gets a t-shirt and a book bag and journal and pen. And then we fundraise so that we're able to cover like the total cost. But we're always fundraising. We're always looking for grants so that we could offer the program at a lower level.
Any specific age, how old they need to be to enroll in these programs?
So for our core program, it's middle school to high school. So anywhere from 7th, depending on the school, maybe 6th, but usually 7th grade all the way up to 12th grade. And then for our community service days, any age can come. So we have had as young as 10-year-olds come, which is so wonderful. We've had college girls come. We've had 20-year-olds come to help and support. And it's a great way to build, that pyramid of girls helping girls and inspiring them to be leaders as well.
Adriana en complicidad.
Hola cómplices, no crea que ando de turbante, sino que estoy a punto de cambiar el color de mis pensamientos. Y por supuesto que la que me está haciendo hoy este cambio es la Doña Beauty and Spa. Vengan para acá, te puede cortar el cabello, peinar, cambiar el color, hacer el microblending, las pestañas, para que estés bella y orgánicamente bella cuando te levantes. Es en la Doña Beauty and Spa. Y a continuación, el resultado final. Y el resultado final de la Doña Beauty and Spa. Vean nomás, bonita. No quedó ni rojo, ni canoso, ni nada. ¡Yes! ¡Lo logramos! Ahí está. Corremos por los chamacos a la escuela. ¡Bye!
Adriana en complicidad.
¿No es increíble que, estamos hablando de organizaciones que están uniendo a mujeres, pero a niñas? Son niñas.
Sí,
Pero ¿quién diría
sí.
a la edad, en el séptimo grado, perdón, que ya necesitan ese apoyo? Ya las niñas
Sí.
hablan de política, ya las niñas hablan de preferencias sexuales, ya las niñas interactúan inclusive de una manera sorprendente con adultos, ¿no? Entonces...
Sí.
Y para nuestras niñas latinas es un choque porque en el exterior tienen el inglés y la cultura americana, pero en casa tienen una cultura hispana que en ocasiones, bueno, a mí me toca porque mi hija es nacida en Estados Unidos, pero su mamá es latina, entonces me dice, Mom, that is really strong. I say, no, y no estoy hablando de comida, estoy hablando de conversación a lo mejor, o de... entonces, que también se sientan ellas que nuestra cultura, la cultura de los padres es también su cultura y que ese punto no les dé inseguridad y sumándose a grupos como esta de Wondergirl, se me hace increíble porque le brindas riqueza a cualquier grupo a donde tú llegas. Natalie, really congratulations. I love this program. Like I say in the beginning, it's to me, it surprised me a lot because we are talking about, most of the time it's organizations about help people with specific issues, or no, this is for empoderar a nuestras niñas. And this is a time we need to do it. There's too many change in this world. And for them, everything is new, and they don't know what is exactly correct.
Right.
That is my point in here. Like a mother, I'm talking not like a journalist. I'm talking like a mother. Like is they hear that for another people.
Right.
It's not about this. Oh yeah, Mom was right. No, it's about that's true.
Right. Yes, when they hear from someone else and they look up to other women, they then all of a sudden it all connects, right? Oh, I did hear that before. Maybe it was my mom that said that, but now they're hearing it from someone else and they're being reinforced. But I did want to say that we work with a lot of Latina girls who are just absolutely amazing. A lot of them are born in other countries, and so they're, you know, first generation coming over here. And the biggest thing is they want to speak English with us. They don't want to speak Spanish, although I'll speak Spanish with them, and then they giggle and they love it. But their biggest thing is that they want to feel confident when they speak English, and because they have an accent, they feel very self-conscious of that, and they feel that people are going to make fun of them. So our biggest thing is like, don't ever, first of all, you're talking to me in English fluently. Okay, you have an accent, but who cares? And that just goes to show me that you are bilingual, and that is amazing. That's an amazing skill to have, especially in this country. And what I have done for one particular school, which is mostly Latina girls, is I brought in all women who have accents that speak English perfectly, speak Spanish perfectly. They're all Latina, and they fully embrace. And these girls are like, look at these amazing women. They're super successful. They all have accents. Yes, at some point they were self-conscious, but they grew out of that, and they work hard on their self-development and skills. And it's such an amazing experience. So we're all about embracing whatever it is of who you are, your culture, and uniting girls no matter who you are. And that's what's really important too.
Exactly. Pues Natalie Maniscalco, quien hoy nos acompañó y quien es fundadora de esta, o cofundadora de esta maravillosa organización Wondergirl. Tú eres una Wonder Girl. What you are waiting for?
Yes. Muchísimas gracias por todo.
Gracias, gracias. Y bueno, a todas las Wonder Girls queremos invitarlas para que se inscriban. A las mamás de esas Wonder Girls queremos invitarlas para que las inscriban, porque hay muchos cursos que vienen, y yo feliz, encantada de estar, y gracias por la invitación de ser parte de esta organización. Y bueno, pues sí, así nos toca a las mujeres. Tenemos que unirnos y darnos fuerza a nosotros, seguridad a nosotros. Porque la verdad, si no nos las damos entre nosotras, no vamos a estar esperando que nos las dé alguien más, ¿verdad? Así solamente nosotras conocemos cuáles son esas debilidades, y me encantó, y lo voy a rescatar antes de cerrar esta conversación, que seamos nuestros propios CEOs de nuestras vidas.
Sí.
¿Ok? Nosotros podemos tener ese control.
Yeah.
That inspired me a lot today. Thank you so much, Natalie.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and on TikTok, and go to wondergirlsusa.org. You can email me, contact me via the website at wondergirlsusa.org. Thank you so much. Gracias.
Por su atención y preferencia, muchas gracias. Nos vemos en la siguiente edición de Adriana en Complicidad Show a través de acmediatv.com.